It's like looking through a haystack and finding a fucking bloody syringe.
Alright, so obviously, Snake being the first third-party character added to Smash Bros. Is something we've all come to accept, hell, come to appreciate. But at the time, with most of the characters in the game being primarily colorful and cartoony, and Snake not exactly fitting that description, on top of the fact that most of the games in his home series, Metal Gear, weren't even releasing on Nintendo platforms at the time, man, this just didn't feel right.
Huh.
I gotta say, this trailer was phenomenal to watch for the first time, more so than Melee's for me. And that's considering that, by the time I watched the trailer within Brawl's menu in 2012, it had already been out for about 4 years, and I had no idea what a Smash Bros was. But that didn't matter. I saw a Mario on the cover alongside a Pikachu and the guy from that game series I never played but knew he had significance to Nintendo, and a pink thing, and Pit from Kid Icarus from the Nintendo Entertainment System released on December 19th, 1986, and that was all I needed to satisfy my little 10-year-old heart. And the fact that it revealed the series' first third-party character, all presented in a way that was so faithful to the original Metal Gear series, it was just the icing on the cake. Of course, I also had no idea who this fucker was, but it didn't matter. It was awesome, I think. And I can only imagine the excitement when this trailer debuted at E3 2006. It really must have made people wonder, what could they possibly reveal next to keep the hype train going?
Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
Well, I'll be damned.
The reveal of Sonic the Hedgehog as the second third-party character was a pivotal moment for the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Maybe even more so than Snake's reveal. For years, Sonic was known for being Sega's answer to Mario, Nintendo's flagship mascot, which paralleled the ongoing rivalry the two companies had throughout the 90s. So to see him in a game alongside Mario, it was unlike anything we had ever seen before. Shut up. Of course, this wasn't the longest trailer, only clocking in at about a minute in length, but that was all the time that was needed to show that Nintendo wasn't f***ing around with this new Smash Bros. Game. Snake may have been the first third-party character revealed, but I think Sonic was the first one that really made everyone go,
oh shit. Wow, they added a fucking white boy.
Despite the fact that I had also never played a single Mega Man game when I saw this reveal, I definitely knew who the character was, and I fully understood how massive of a deal it was that he was being added to the roster. This was also during a period of time when Mega Man didn't really have a lot going on, so I think for a lot of people, it was just cool to see that the character was still around. And hey, this might have been the most jaw-dropping character reveal up until this point. I think it's safe to say even Nintendo knew how much weight this announcement would carry, and they for sure gave it the proper treatment. Separate from the Nintendo Direct presentation, Pac-Man was revealed to be added to the roster because we really were starting to feel the scarcity. The trailer goes for this red, blue, and yellow theme, showing off how Mario represents red characters, Sonic and Mega Man for blue, and now finally we have Pac-Man for yellow. How do you think he feels about this? This trailer is pretty cute, even though the lack of production value is pretty evident. They pretty much just use in-game footage with some unique graphics, but I think they knew they could cheap out on this one, considering it's f***ing Pac-Man. Just his name alone is enough for any retro video game fan to elicit a... But hey, this made total sense. Pac-Man is a downright classic character that almost everyone knows. And hell, Bandai Namco was developing the game, so it was expected that one of their characters would make the cut. And if it wasn't going to be Pac-Man, who else would it have been?
One day.
At the very end, it was announced that Ryu from the Street Fighter series was being added to the game as a brand new fighter. Finally, the DLC was something to give a shit about. This was definitely a pleasant surprise. I remember watching this presentation with my friend at his house the day it came out, and just being so hyped about this announcement. Of course, I had never played a single Street Fighter game at this point, but still! This trailer held a lot of value in the fact that it introduced the concept that new DLC fighters could be new DLC fighters. Not only that, but Ryu was a third-party character, the first one introduced to the game since Pac-Man, which got everybody's mind running rampant. These DLC fighters could literally be anybody. Who could they possibly announce next? What the fuck? Yeah, at the tail end of a Nintendo Direct in November of 2015, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII was revealed to be coming as another brand new DLC fighter. This blew everyone's minds at the time. Ryu was also a shock to see, yes, but he at least had a pretty established legacy on Nintendo consoles at the time. Cloud had no such reputation. Final Fantasy VII was infamously exclusive to PlayStation consoles at the time of its release, and Cloud had never made any legitimate appearances in Nintendo games since then, unless you count f***ing Theater Rhythm.
Yeah, sure, I count that, but I'm talking about people whose opinions matter.
Really cool to see him in the game. And yes, I had never played Final Fantasy VII, I know, shocker. But I still definitely understood the impact that his inclusion had, as much as I understood the impact that the next character revealed had.
Yeah, that's right, I understood the concept of nothing.
Back in April of 2015, the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot was launched, which allowed fans to vote for any character they wanted to be added to the game. Lasting until October of that year, the Fighter Ballot gave fans of the series the opportunity to actually have a say in determining a playable character, rather than just requesting and speculating from the sidelines, and fans took this opportunity and ran with it, requesting characters they could only dream of. Not me though, I voted for Captain Toad.
See, I told you, my opinions don't matter.
And so the winner of said Fighter Ballot was finally revealed. We get a focus on Pit at the beginning of the trailer, which I'm sure made everyone think,
oh my god, we're getting Palutator too!
Let's dance, boy.
What the f*** is this?
yeah, Bayonetta from the Bayonetta series was the final DLC character added and the winner of the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot. Yeah, right. Look, this was a pretty cool reveal. Bayonetta definitely made a name for herself amongst Nintendo fans, with Bayonetta 2 being a Wii U exclusive, and the Bayonetta franchise as a whole basically being entirely supported by Nintendo themselves. But come on, you're expecting me to believe that the majority of Nintendo fans wanted the final Smash Bros. Fighter to be sexy witch lady? Well, as it turns out, Bayonetta was in fact the highest voted character in Europe and made the top 5 in North America, meaning she was deemed the overall #1 pick worldwide among, as Nintendo put it, negotiable and realizable characters. I'm assuming that means this is what the top 5 looked like otherwise. Overall, Bayonetta's inclusion felt fairly well integrated, and the character plays very well as a fighter, but I think the main takeaway from this reveal was that the Fighter Ballot left so much potential for more highly requested fighters to make appearances in future Smash Bros. Titles. So much potential. The next batch of character reveal trailers debuting during the Smash Ultimate Direct on August 8th, 2018. We open on a castle during a dark and stormy night. A hooded figure approaches, to which we cut to Luigi. A little out of his element here. He gets spooked by a couple haunting individuals before coming across the literal Grim Reaper. Then he gets f***ing murdered.
If Luigi can die, what does that mean for my own mortality?
His killer is assaulted by a metal whip, helmed by none other than Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series. But that's not all, because after seeing some of his moveset in action, we got another Castlevania character revealed, this one being Richter?
Yay!
Yeah, despite the fact that I had never really gotten into the Castlevania series myself, I did know who Simon Belmont was, and also knew how much people wanted him in the game. Richter, though? Like, yeah, it's cool that we're getting more than one Castlevania rep in the game, especially for all the Castlevania fans out there, and there is, in fact, a lot of them. But, like, was anyone really pining for Richter to also be included? I feel like they just added him because his moveset and properties are nearly identical to Simon's, which, now that I say it out loud, that's probably exactly why they did it. Well, either way, I was pretty happy with this trailer and the characters that came along with it. It's rare to see Smash Bros. Take such a dark approach with its content presentation, and between the Ridley trailer and now this one, we're just getting them left and right. And being the stupid little Mario fan that I am, I can't help but comment that a big takeaway from this trailer for me was the fact that it basically soft announced Luigi's Mansion 3, a whole month before the game was officially announced to the public. What can I say? I know my priorities. We got one last direct dedicated to Smash Ultimate ahead of its release on November 1st, 2018. This one was a little more technical in its information dump, but we still got a new reveal trailer beforehand, this one revealing not one, but 2 new characters. First up, at the very beginning of the trailer, we see Little Matt getting the absolute shit beat out of him in a boxing ring by Ken from the Street Fighter series. Yeah, an Echo Fighter for Ryu. Maybe not the most necessary, but hey, at least I knew who the hell he was. I guess I can see why he and Richter got their own dedicated spots and reveal trailers, considering while they are just Echo Fighters, they're Echo Fighters of third-party characters. So yeah, it's a little more of a rare occasion.
Yeah, a rare occasion. Like me giving a damn about Echo Fighters.
The real first DLC character for Ultimate was revealed during the 2018 Game Awards, though no one knew this was going to be the case. Out of nowhere during the award show, a video for something relating to Persona 5 began to play, with absolutely no mention of Smash anywhere for the first 30 seconds. And then, a hand grabs an envelope that turns around, revealing itself to be a Smash Bros. Invitation. Holy shit. Joker from Persona 5 was coming to Smash Ultimate!
And I know what that sentence means!
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this was actually the first time that I had no idea who a character was when they were being revealed. I had never even heard of the Persona franchise. You'd think that's surprising until you remember I own this shirt. I was always mainly a Nintendo guy growing up, and at this point, I had never even owned a PlayStation console of any kind, so I wasn't aware of the Persona series or its passionate fanbase. But even still, I was definitely intrigued by this announcement. The reveal trailer was really cool. I especially enjoyed how they didn't announce in any way, shape, or form that this was a Smash trailer until a little while in. I think that only made everyone's reaction even more eccentric when the actual reveal occurred. And hey, despite there being no Persona games on Switch at the time, Persona 5 did eventually make its way to the platform. 4 years after the announcement, I think they might have dropped the ball on that one a little bit. The next formal Smash Bros. Announcement occurred during Nintendo's E3 2019 Direct in the form of 2 new reveal trailers, one at the top of the Direct and one at the bottom. In the first one, we see Link fighting against a seemingly possessed Marth as well as an equally possessed Meta Knight. The fight progresses for a while until another mysterious swordsman appears to save Link from his assailants, otherwise known as the next new fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the hero from the Dragon Quest series, or more specifically, the hero from Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. See, I didn't know much about Dragon Quest when I first saw this trailer, but I had seen one of the slime enemies from the game before, so rest assured, when this announcement came out, I let out no less than a
Holy shit!
Wait, sorry, that's the wrong clip.
Huh.
There we go. This trailer is just kind of whatever. It's kind of just retreading ground from previous reveal trailers. Like, oh, we see a fight happening, and then the newest character intervenes in the fight. Gee, I wonder where they got the idea to do that. And that's not to mention the fact that this isn't exactly a surprising character reveal. Dragon Quest is extremely popular in Japan. If anything, I'm surprised this didn't happen 10 years sooner. It is cool how you can play as different variants of the hero from various Dragon Quest games, and his moveset is unique, incorporating turn-based combat. But when compared to this reveal, I've definitely been more excited about others. Speaking of which, the end of the E3 2019 Direct premiered the best Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character reveal trailer ever. We begin with the same opening as the King K. Rool trailer, but this time with the 2 Kongs fighting K. Rool, so right off the bat you're thinking, oh, okay, it's gonna be another villain. We cut to the 3 Kong characters lounging around, keeping in line with the K. Rool trailer, before a familiar looking item bounces across the screen. Our 3 stars look outside to investigate and spot a very familiar looking silhouette, before it's revealed to be Duck Hunt in disguise.
Identity theft is no joke. Unless Duck Hunt does it.
He gets a good laugh out of it. Once again, everything plays out like the K. Rool trailer, which must mean we're gonna see in 3, 2, 1 physical violence. To which it is then revealed that Duck Hunt's attacker is Banjo-Kazooie?
Holy shit!
Oh, that's where that clip came from. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie! Banjo-Kazooie? Banjo-Kazooie! Banjo-Kazooie? Banjo-Kazooie! Alright, for those of you not in the know, Banjo-Kazooie was a beloved character from the days of the Nintendo 64, starring in 2 downright classic platformers developed by Rare, who also developed the original Donkey Kong Country games. Later on in their company's history, Rare was bought out by Microsoft, which meant they could no longer develop home console games for Nintendo, and since Rare owned the Banjo-Kazooie IP and Microsoft owned it by proxy, basically all hope for the character to appear in Smash Bros. Was lost, despite them being a popular request by fans. So when those same fans finally got to see that character revealed for Smash, it was a dream come true. I think that's what made this announcement, and thus this trailer, so special. It felt like the shackles were off. One of Nintendo's main competitors in the video game market allowed for one of their characters in Smash? Somebody slapped me.
Hey, I wasn't done. Like I was saying, somebody slap me silly and call me... I guess I was done.
This is my favorite reveal trailer from the entirety of the Smash Bros. Series. I love that it parallels the K. Rool trailer, goading the audience into thinking the trailer is heroes versus villains themed before subverting everyone's expectations. This is the most acceptable form of gaslighting I've ever seen. I also love how this trailer references Rare's history with Nintendo, with aspects like the splash screen text saying "raring to go" and the classic Donkey Kong Country characters being featured. Not to mention the fact that Banjo-Kazooie, for the first time in a while, was a character that I genuinely really wanted to see in the game. I had just picked up Rare Replay and had played through Banjo-Kazooie on my Xbox One, which only made me understand the love everyone had for the games and the reasons why everyone wanted the character in Smash. Definitely the standout trailer from the ultimate hype cycle for me, and the whole franchise in general up to that point. My personal peak for character reveal announcements. Which means it's all downhill from here. September 4th, 2019, we got another Nintendo Direct. You know the drill, let's talk about the trailer. We open on a timeline of every major Nintendo console released by year. We zoom in, move back to 1991, and get jump scared. Whoa! Yeah, a Neo Geo gets focused on, to which a retro-looking cutscene begins playing of a variety of characters attempting to grab a Smash invitation. The winning participant is Terry from Fatal Fury. Would you believe me if I said I had never heard of this game until this reveal? At this point, I wouldn't blame you if you were doubting I had ever played a video game. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily jumping out of my seat at this announcement, but I can't deny the Neo Geo and the Fatal Fury franchise's place in gaming history. Plus, I was just happy we were getting a character from a series that had no prior representation, and a character with a unique moveset. He plays really similarly to all the other fighting game characters in Smash, but still, he's unique. I like the approach they took with this reveal trailer. It's rare that they go for this retro-looking style with them. I think the last time they really leaned into that theme was Duck Hunt's trailer, so this was a pleasant time. Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this next one. On October 1st, 2020, a new reveal trailer premiered, this one being disconnected from any Nintendo Direct or dedicated presentation. We see gameplay footage of Mario fighting against a variety of characters until he gets launched off screen and busts through a wall of a mysterious-looking cavern.
Was that a cube?
Mario is suddenly surrounded by a plethora of intimidating creatures, but is soon joined by... Yeah, Steve from Minecraft. A character request that felt like nothing more than a joke for years, at least to me, now fully realized as a playable fighter in Smash Bros. Wow. The trailer goes on to show off a ton of other characters from the game being represented as alternate costumes for Steve, including Alex, a zombie, and an Enderman. My god, so much Minecraft content! After the amount of Minecraft content we had come to expect in Smash Bros. At the time was... Now, I actually didn't play Minecraft in its heyday. I wasn't an iPad kid, but rather a cable kid. I spent most of my youthful days watching SpongeBob and Sprouse Twin commercials. But I did get around to playing Minecraft with my friends in 2019 when the game had a big resurgence in popularity, so I fully understood the gravity of this announcement when it dropped. And equally as much, the absurdity. This was so bizarre to me at the time, man. I think by this point we've all accepted this as reality, but imagine this being revealed to be the Smash DLC lineup. Tactical RPG sword fighter, unique looking fighting game character, funny block man. Nevertheless, I was very happy to see Steve's inclusion in the game. I may have not grown up with Minecraft like a lot of other folks, but I still completely understood the impact that this announcement had. But what if I didn't? The next new character was revealed at the 2020 Game Awards, much like how Joker was revealed at the 2018 Game Awards, and much unlike how no character was revealed at the 2019 Game Awards. The trailer begins with a handful of Smash Bros. Characters being assaulted by Galeem, the antagonist of Ultimate Story Mode, as well as a group of his evil forces and onslaught of evil hands. Truly a terrifying sight to behold. Galeem prepares to fire off a beam before being sliced in half. The character behind the slice is revealed to be, much to Cloud's dismay, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. And much to my dismay, I have to disclose this again. Yeah, despite the fact that I knew who the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII was when he was revealed for Smash, I had no idea who the antagonist was, so I in no way understood the significance of this character reveal when I first saw it. I thought he looked pretty cool. That's about as much as I could add to the conversation. I think it was when he nearly shanked the out of Mario that I finally realized,
holy shit, this guy is badass!
I did eventually do a little research and familiarize myself with the character, and then I did understand why this was such a cool announcement to many. It's always really nice to see more villains added to Smash, and between Ridley, K. Rool, Dark Samus, and now Sephiroth, damn, I guess they count on this list too. We've had no shortage of antagonistic characters added in this game, but hey, I'm not complaining. Well, at least not right now. I like when they add third-party characters. Is that really such a crime?
Huh.
E3 2021, we got the penultimate character reveal trailer for DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch family of systems made by Nintendo. We open on a dark cloudy sky with a mysterious figure carrying the corpse of Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda. Pretty routine stuff. His body is dropped off the side of a cliff into a pit of lava, and it's revealed that the one behind it all is Kazuya from the Tekken series.
Alright, the warden let me out of my sentence early so I could give my opinion on Kazuya being in Smash. Please don't tell him I don't have one.
Listen, I know I just said I prefer when DLC fighters are from third-party franchises, and that still is true. It just so happens I don't really care about this specific third-party franchise. Or this one. 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 I was well aware of what Tekken was when I saw this, mainly through the Mii Fighter costumes from the series that were already in the game, but that was basically the extent of my Tekken knowledge. Yeah, I can't say that I'm generally very interested or good at fighting games other than Smash Bros. This trailer is still pretty neat, just based on it being kinda absurd. Like, it's the same vibe you get from trailers like Ridley's trailer, or Simon and Richter's. Unnecessarily dark and eerie for a game featuring this fucking guy, but I think that just makes it more memorable. We actually see Kazuya drop a couple other Nintendo All-Stars off the same cliff, including Captain Falcon, Pit, Min Min, Marth, and Kirby. Ah, son of a bitch.
Mark my words, we will find a way to kill that bastard.
But now we've arrived at the final character reveal trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the one everyone was interested in watching. The trailer was formally announced during a Nintendo Direct that debuted on September 23rd, 2021, scheduled to premiere on October 5th, 2021, and man, I was pumped. This could be anyone from any franchise. Yeah, it's the sentiment I had for every character reveal, but this was different. This was going to be the last one for the entire game, for the ultimate Smash Bros. Surely, this announcement trailer was going to be an unforgettable event.
But to be fair, so are national tragedies.
I remember waking up bright and early on October 5th with a twinkle in my eye as I sat down to watch that final reveal. The trailer starts with the opening getting interrupted, followed by a zoom out to reveal the fiery Smash logo, as an homage to the original announcement for Ultimate back in March 2018. As the logo fizzles out, we see all the characters frozen in their trophy forms before Mario comes to life to investigate a tiny flame left over from the logo. Mario grabs the flame and chucks it into the air. I'm sure Nintendo got in some deep water for encouraging that behavior. The flame spins and spins before transforming into a key-shaped sword or keyblade and flashed on screen before our very eyes as a mouse-shaped keychain. Holy shit, they're doing this. The keyblade opens up a portal, and who would happen to emerge from it but Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I'm just saying, I'd appreciate a reaction this strong when I enter a room. What a magical last reveal trailer. Sora from Kingdom Hearts, man. The character that so many people wanted for years, but never thought had a chance since they owned him. As was revealed later, Sora was the actual #1 most voted pick in the Smash Fighters ballot from the previous set of the games, and at long last, Nintendo and Disney worked out a deal and finally got Sora in the ultimate crossover game. How fitting for the last fighter in the Fighter's Pass, a character that's basically the poster child for crossovers in gaming, helming from a series that was beloved by many for mixing the worlds of Disney and Final Fantasy. Seeing him in Smash Bros. Alongside so many other video game icons is so satisfying, and his reveal here, while a little corny, yes, is more than fitting for such a monumental event in not just Smash Bros. History, but gaming history as a whole. He may not have been everyone's pick, but in my eyes, Sora was the perfect character to cap off the roster for what was and may forever be the ultimate Smash Bros. Game. Well, besides them.